out there that's going to watch this at some point, welcome. This is Jimmyjampresents with Carlthemadman, and we are here to review Alien Resurrection. Oh, of course, I get everything ready. I write everything out, but then I leave my notes like 4 feet to my side. I actually wrote notes for this one. Uh-oh.
Notes. Yeah, I got notes. I had to write a book just to try to remember all these guys' names.
Oh God, these are the most. Again, some of them are alright characters, but my God, are they like the names are like forgettable and weird. I guess they're in the future, but
It's us. Look.
woohoo! Well, I've been having fun. All right, yeah. So, Carl, when's the first time you watched Alien Resurrection? Do you remember?
Like the very first time?
Yeah.
Would have been whenever it came out on VHS or DVD.
So probably 98, 99, something like that.
Is that I always try? I forgot to look and see what year this one came out. So yeah,
It came out.
that's when I would.
It came out in 97.
97.
So yeah.
Okay, so that was that DVD or VHS days? Not that it matters, but that's when I would have watched it. Whenever it got released, I would have watched it.
Probably VHS, I think, actually.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I still have a VHS somewhere of this. I did for a bit. I might have thrown it out, but I do have the DVD collection with the quadrilogy.
You didn't throw it out. You got it under lock and key in a safe.
Weirdly enough, I don't hate this movie as much as I should, but we'll get into that.
Really, maybe I do. But
right?
Anyways, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It'll be a good turn of events for this one. Hey, Krabs! Big wave to Krabs. He's in the stream. Woohoo! Hell yeah! Good to see you here. Yeah. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about the movie itself. It was released, like we just said, in 1997. Alien Resurrection, and it had been dead for a while. Like the franchise was dead for like 5 years. Nobody really knew what to do with Alien after Alien 3 because, well, Alien 3. And if you want to see our take on it, go check out my past live streams. It's finally made available to all you guys because Carl pointed it out that he couldn't find it. So I went, oh. And I went and checked. But you can also find it in my Nerdy and Chaotic playlist, and you can check out all the Alien reviews that we have done, except for one that got us a little bit blacklisted. Not really, but Romulus we might have to redo again at one point. But yeah,
it's my fault. I had the movie playing in the background. We got copyright blocked globally.
Of an actual global block. I feel proud for that. I feel proud. Yeah. So nobody really knew what to do, and the movie was written by Joss Whedon, who ended up writing Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie, and the TV show, and he also wrote 2 of the Avengers movies. But apparently, in this, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know how I could ever prove it to be true or not, but apparently Joss Whedon wrote this movie as a parody to Alien. Like it wasn't really supposed to be like in a chronological. It was just a script he wrote that was kind of like a parody of it all, and you can see a lot of that throughout this movie because they make fun of themselves, and there's a lot of weird comedy in this that would make more sense if it was an actual parody movie, but. So he hates it.
It's got the Hollywood one-liners in it. That's for sure.
Yeah, and he's absolutely known for that. So that's a big thing. Like in his style of writing, so you could definitely feel it in there. But it.
Oh yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently it wasn't supposed to be like a serious alien movie. And then they got some weird French director who made things. Just weird. I can't tell if he's going for a dark comedy at some points. I can't tell if he's trying to be dramatic and artful with some of this shit.
In That's what I got out of some of the clips. Was he was just trying to showcase some sort of his feeling on art. Is what I got out of it. You know,
Me too.
one of the parts that stood out to me the most that way was probably when Ripley's, hatching out of her nylon fucking
Yeah, the bag, like it's
bag
out of
and stuff, and
her birth scene for no reason. Like, there's no reason that you had to have a birth scene of Ripley getting out of this like plastic bag that was covering her,
mm-hmm.
and it just fucking sits there. That's actually in one of my notes.
Oh yeah, there was
yeah.
There was other spots too I can't think of right now. There was a few spots in it where I thought though he was trying to be visually artistic.
Absolutely,
that was my thought, my opinion.
and once I realized it was just like a weird French dude, and I looked up his filmography or whatever a while back. I didn't before I did this show, so but they're all like weird art house movies, more or less. Like nothing big. And then he hasn't done anything big with Hollywood again. He's like, no, I don't want that. So
really? Wow.
yeah, they pulled him in, and he did his thing to it. Yeah.
Is he still making stuff in like France and stuff then?
Maybe I haven't. Again, this is like as of like
I can pull him up. What was his name?
Jean Pierre Jeunet.
I'll find him. Okay.
Right? It's such a French name that, and apologies if I mispronounced it, but
Jean Pierre Rene. Oops, fuck. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah. I guess I'll talk about my first experience with this. So going into it, I was 7 years old, and I saw it in the theaters with my dad. But actually, I might have been 8 years old because it was in a small theater that usually got all the movies like a year later, but still before the VHSs came out. Because remember, back in the day, it would take like a year or two before the VHS came out of the movie when it was in theaters. Like, it would actually take some time. Yeah, nowadays, it's like fucking that.
Well, yeah. Now, back then, they milked the theater money as long as they could.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I did that. So yeah, I was probably 7 or 8, and going into this, you guys will learn from my other reviews. I love the Alien franchise, even at a young age. I absolutely bloody love. Oh, we're past that time. I fucking loved it. All right, I absolutely love that. I love the franchise. And Alien 3 left kind of a weird taste in my mouth. So, but this was the first one that I got to go and see in theater. So no matter what, I was excited for it. I was like a little kid in a candy shop, like, yeah, I get to go see Alien. This is sweet. So I have like a lot of fond memories because of that, really. But the more I've rewatched it, and I have went back and forth about this movie. Like, sometimes, like when I was a kid, I loved it. I thought it was just a cool, kooky, like just a weird alien movie, and a lot of the boring scenes, the artistic stuff, I just went and I would just do something else, and then get back into the movie. It was one of those ones I could have in the background like all the time as a kid, and then once I got the VHS, so I have like a weird nostalgia for it. But I've landed on that it's not a great movie, and I like it for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, that guy.
He made a Hollywood movie a couple of years ago, 2022. It says here, but yeah, he's basically.
Art house, indie.
No, let me see here. It was, whoops, shit. Fuck's sakes. Sorry, I'm swearing again.
Uh-oh, that's okay. We're past that time.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. Come on, just work. Okay, there we go. Okay, career, blah, 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 blah. Feature film 2022 Big Bug, it's called.
Oh, never heard of it.
Well, it's on Netflix, apparently. Here's a poster of it.
Oh.
I don't even know if I've seen that on Netflix.
No, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Although we might not be on Canada Netflix.
Yeah, fair enough.
Canadian cornflakes.
Cornflakes, eh? Fucking cornflakes, eh? Uh,
Talking about.
right? Yeah. So I saw it in theaters, and I really enjoyed this movie. But I guess without further doubt, let's get into it.
You
Let's
enjoyed it like when you were a kid, or you?
Yeah, yeah. My end result is like I enjoyed it as a kid, but I also knew that it didn't really fit the Alien universe. But there was some fun action. There's lots of gore, and I like the gore. Except for there's like one really bad scene with special effects. But I still to this day think the production of it is really really awesome. Like I think it's a high quality looking movie.
Oh,
Like
totally. Yep.
the aliens look great.
Yeah, other than a couple of CGIs that I thought looked kind of cheesy, but
Goofy and cheesy. Absolutely.
little bit, but yeah, but they were great though. I thought. Like,
yeah, they're everything's
overall
really slimy in this one though. Like the aliens and everything to do with them is just slimy. Like even more so than ever. Like they're just dripping shit all the time. Like this must have taken a buttload of KY jelly.
The special KY mixture.
And I actually have a thought about that because this is the first movie that wasn't made across seas in like England. That was like it wasn't filmed across seas. It was filmed in Los Angeles. So I think they were able to get as much KY as they wanted. So they just made it super slimy.
There you go. Yeah.
Because this is the first time they didn't have to ship it overseas and make it weird and blah blah blah.
I thought I hit a button.
Did you start it?
I think I hit a button. Yeah.
There it goes. No copyright this time.
No. I bumped the controller and I'm like, I thought I was wondering if I started it. Anyways, I'll get back to
did.
That
That's all good. Yeah. Guess it's time to get into the movie.
It's always something with me.
If he's not breaking something, he's dropping something. If he's not dropping something, he's breaking something. But hey, go check out Carlthemadman. He's got great stuff. Great vlogs, great gaming videos. He's a little bit of everything. And you should definitely go check it out.
There we go.
And yeah, also, I was going to get back into. So I have the unedited version, just the raw live stream up there for our last review. That was the first one that I was able to do on my channel. But hopefully tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to be able to release the edited version, which is going to have the penultimate, not the series finale, but the episode before that of my Jimmy Jams animated adventures, and has a little intro spot in the beginning. And
nice.
I've been using some cool tools to get edit out things and edit it so you don't just keep hearing me go when I can't remember something. So that makes it really easy. That's quite nice. So keep checking out my page and keep looking for that update because it will be coming soon. Okay, so let's get into this fucking weird movie. Again, Carl, did you just watched the one on Disney?
Disney.
Yeah, that's the one I watched because the director's version, there's not many things different, but I'll bring them up as we kind of get to it because there's one thing that I think is really funny, and I wish they left it in the main movie. So the opening, it starts with those creepy, weird visuals where everything's just kind of like melting together, and there's like people's faces. I thought it was artistic, but it was weird. It's creepy. It kind of goes with it, but it's also just off-putting. Like it's a very off-putting like opening screen, and I kind of like that, especially as a kid. I was like, oh, that's weird. And the whole title screen I kind of liked. I thought that was, well done. And like this is just getting into the movie, so if you don't really expect or know what you're getting into, I think it's a pretty cool opening title screen. What do you think about that?
This here?
That
title screen? Yeah, it looks
cool.
Yeah. watching the movie, because I watched the movie twice this week, like I've been trying to do. I watched it a few days ago, then I just rewatched it, and once again, yeah, the beginning part makes a lot more sense when you
when you
it's
actually watch the rest of the movie.
the cloning and all of that jazz. But
Yeah, which they don't really they explain it kind of, but like enough in the beginning, but it's still like, wait, there's so many things that aren't explained, and we'll get to those. So yeah, it goes through all that, and then it kind of cuts to like a young looking Ellen, or like a young looking girl in a tube, which clearly looks like a young Ellen Ripley, naked in a tube. Again, weird art shit. And then it zooms into her face, and then it pulls out, and it's Ellen Ripley aged up. And you kind at this point, when I first watched it, I went, "Isn't she dead? Like she's super dead. Like she jumped in the fire." So like you don't really like me as a first viewer. I had no idea when I first watched it.
She jumped in the fire.
Right? Like she will like burning lead. Like what did you think about that? Like were you just kind of like what the fuck?
Well,
I mean, you know that Sigourney Weaver is in the movie because of the title screen and all that.
Yeah,
but
and I knew that she was being cloned in the movie because I watched it a million years ago.
Years back.
But it didn't really throw me off, I guess, in the name, Resurrect. So, but
fair enough.
Strange.
I wanted to throw this in about Sigourney Weaver. She literally, they're like, well, she refused to come back for another kind of version of Alien 3 or of another Alien project, and she was like, yeah. But then what she says is they literally drove a truck full of money up to my house. So that's why she came back, and she was very honest about that.
And I mean, she's not Ripley; she's number 8.
Yeah, she's number 8, and who's way more wild than fucking Ripley ever was. And Ripley's a badass, but number 8 is just weird. And we'll get into that.
Superhuman-esque.
Yeah, because her genetics. I guess we'll get into that. So like they kind of mix.
Like Jones there, Jones, superhero, strong girl.
Oh,
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. Yeah, she's got strength and durability, and like she can take a hit
and more. I mean, she sticks a knife through her hand. She pulls a knife out of her hand.
Like probably doesn't feel pain in the normal way that anybody else does.
Got the red acid blood.
Yeah, regular human blood that's like, but like thicker and kind of coagulated looking.
And it's
like acid. Already,
it's acid.
And it's acid, and it burns, which comes into play soon here.
It does.
Right. Oh yeah, and then so Ripley's there, and then boom, they cut to a scene where she's laying there, and this is during the surgery. They're trying to remove the alien from her. And all these doctors look way too intense, and like one of them like Brad Dourif, actually my favorite one, not the one that I guess he does survive the longest, but he's the one that gets trapped, and he's the one that makes out with the glass. He's my favorite because he's such a weird one, but he almost looks like he's gonna bust a nut while he's pulling that thing out, like easy, like it's like again weird French shit. That's added like that just I don't know. There's no way that they didn't mean for that to have that kind of a like a secondary aspect to it because it. He's way.
It was a pretty dramatic scene.
Yeah, and then it turns out Ripley still the number 8 survives, and they go, okay, well we'll keep her alive, and then they decide.
How's she doing? She's in great shape.
Okay, zipper, sew her back up. And so they decide that they're going to keep her alive, which, I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, if you're just going for the alien, I mean, the colonel or general or whatever, he's kind of right. Like, no, we should just kill this thing. I mean, they all die anyways, so, like, they probably should have just killed the clone, but that's that's just stupid. Oh yeah, and then we also learned that. Oh, I guess that comes up in just a second here. We learned that it's not Weyland-Yutani. It's a military vessel that has been doing this. That did all this cloning, and they're slowly teaching Ripley or Number 8 like how to think and like how to remember things and like recognize things. And so there's a scene when she's in the mess hall and eating that I really love. That in the director's version, it's actually a little bit better because she's sitting there eating, and she goes, "Oh," like she starts talking about the company, and they go, "What the company? Oh, Weyland-Yutani. Oh, they got like that was just a stupid subsidiary." In the theatrical cut, and then it kind of cuts away. But in the director's cut, it's like, oh, they got bought out by Walmart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it turns out in the Alien canon, like with that, they actually got bought out by Walmart.
They used the name Walmart, really?
Yeah. In the director's cut, they actually say Walmart. Like no weird name, fake. No, they said no. They got bought out by Walmart. so I think that's that is the better version of that scene that should have been in the theatrical, but probably for legal reasons or whatever, they probably were like, let's just not pay Walmart to say that.
Yeah, probably. That's weird. Or get sued.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so I thought that was a really funny thing that got cut out. But yeah, she starts learning more. Oh, and then they while she's military. Well, she's like doing her whole rebirth scene from the plastic bag for some fucking reason. Like what is with French people and thinking it's artistic to film plastic bags? I don't get it. During that, she uses Newt's quote from Aliens that my mother always used to tell me that there's no such thing as monsters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
but there are, aren't there? And it's that's just weird to me. Like I don't. That was again artsy kind of, and like that's something she remembered. But it's unnecessary. You already murdered that child and then broke her rib cage open, and then had an autopsy, and now you're quoting her like she's your best. No, you done her dirty. Just leave her out of it. Just leave her out of it. Yeah, and then the just the creepy doctors and how they're all filmed to be
creepy.
Like they're filmed to be creepy. Like there's no way that they aren't, and like they are just no worries.
Get back. Creepy doctors.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Like just creepy for like damn near no reason too. Like they're just too into, and like they're just filmed kind of slick looking and like really really intense about the aliens.
So this is 200 years after Ripley's death.
Oh yes.
What year are we actually supposed to be in? Do you know?
I think it's like 24, 28 or something like that.
Somewhere in there.
I know that's quite specific, but it's somewhere in the 25th century.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah,
thanks. I knew you'd know. I knew you'd know.
No, yeah. And this is the last movie in chronological order. This is the last one.
Oh, I'm not done watching them yet. What do I got to watch next?
Oh no. This is like but I just mean like they made Romulus and
yeah.
I guess Romulus is the only one, and then Prometheus and Covenant. They made those after this movie, but in the chronological order of the movies, this is the last one.
This is the last one. Okay.
Because it's in the furthest in the future.
Yeah. Okay. And this is the last one.
Yeah. There's nothing, and it's actually our last one. The one until Alien Earth comes out, and it's going to come out on Disney. And I wanted to at least do a review of like the first episode or two, because they're going to do a 2-episode launch in August 12th.
How many episode season do you know?
I think it's gonna be 10 to 14, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool. Yeah. See how that
and
goes.
or maybe 8. I'm not really sure, but
Mhm.
I'm really interested in it because the trailers I've been watching look pretty cool.
I haven't
But it seems
watched
like,
any yet. Well, you sent me one, I think, but
yeah, there's a couple more, but they're like kind of like these cool teasers about like how there's other aliens that they found too. They're like, because there's 5 specimens that they bring back that's on this ship that crashes onto Earth, and one of them is a xenomorph.
oh yeah, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll try to watch.
yeah. I'll force you to when it
What'd you
comes
say?
out.
August? You said?
Yeah, like August 12th or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put
But
you
until
in my
then,
calendar. I'll write you in my Rolodex.
perfect. Because right, right before that, like, yeah. But otherwise, this is all the stuff that all the Alien movies. We've watched them all, and the only one we might have to do come back to later on is to do a quicker retake of Romulus, because this is just a little thought here that I wanted to throw out. How much did Romulus take from this movie? Like, honestly, like the whole end half is pretty much Romulus.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't realize it until rewatching it after they made Romulus, and I was like, oh, they pretty much stole the whole ending idea.
Totally, yeah. Definitely in ways, yeah.
I think they did it better. I think they Romulus did it better, but we'll get to that bad shit ending in a few here. Creepy doctors, bad derp, too excited. Oh yeah. I just again, I really like the production on this. This one compared to Prometheus looks like it's 200 years in the future from what we saw in like Aliens and Alien 3. Like the technology doesn't look like this huge jump, even though it is 200 years. And it's not set before it, but yet, like, I don't know. The technology in this one and the look of the production and all that, it makes sense to me. Like, it looks like it should be. I mean, again, these ships are way too fucking dark all the time for no reason.
This is a science vessel too.
Yeah, right? It's a military science vessel.
7 scientists and 46 whatevers.
Military personnel or whatever.
Non-scientists.
Yeah.
Not nearly as many blinking lights. The ship
looked
cool though. It looked good. I liked.
Yeah. I liked how they said it, and even the creepy, slimy alien stuff. I was all for it. It looked cool.
It did. It all looked good. Yeah.
Yeah, and like nothing was too jarring to take you out of it. But there's a couple getting up here. Oh yeah, here's the Ripley's birth scene. We already talked about that. Mm-hmm. Fucking plastic bags. Oh yeah, and that's where we also see the number 8, the 8 tattoo that's tattooed on her arm back in that plastic scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I do kind of like the scene where the doctor goes up to her, gets all creepy, and is like inspecting her chest and the scar, and then Ripley just fucking like wraps her legs and just starts choking them like like a fucking stuff. Yeah. And then the guard runs up and tases her in the side of the head. Out cold. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, so they are treating her like an animal. Okay. Because they absolutely just like shock therapy.
This is a good jolt, that one.
Oh, it dropped her.
If she wasn't superhuman, maybe is that a fatality kill, that one?
Right? If she wasn't, probably.
Because I mean, that thing looked awesome.
The
effects of it were great, but it was
absolutely.
Huge, so, I mean, that ain't no.
It had to carry some.
It's not a cattle prod,
No, that's got enough. That thing had enough juice to start a fucking engine, like a jet engine. I'm pretty sure. Fuck. Yeah. So I just thought that was I thought that was a funny scene. Just the way that they you could. That's when you're like, oh yeah, so she is just an animal to most of these people because they just fucking shock her and just drop her out of nowhere.
Oh, she was kicking the living shit out of that guy. So.
Oh yeah, she was choking him right down, like just like. It was, that's when you get to see like the animalistic side of Ripley too. That she's not the Ripley we remember.
True enough, yeah.
Jokes doctor. Oh yeah, and then the general wants her dead. Like he's like, why are we keeping this thing alive? Why does it have memories? Her last thing that she did was murder, like wipe out this race. We don't want her to do that again.
Perez, that's Perez.
Yeah,
Perez
General Perez.
Perez, yeah.
Yeah, he's a good character. I actually really like him in a lot of it. And
he's pretty. He's some of the parts that made me smile or almost laugh.
Right? He's definitely a comical character. I mean, the one scene is almost too far into the comedy, but
his expressions are what do it for me. Which scene?
Oh, exactly. When he throws the grenade and then he pulls his brain out. That one is all like right when his death scene when he like pulls his own brain out and stares at it. But again, the way his eyes cross as he's staring at it as he dies, like it's all that's what sold it to me. The grenade, the awful CGI grenade throw, that didn't look good.
Yeah, I didn't notice. I didn't even realize that was CGI.
Only until you see it actually like roll in. That's a real prop they threw in. But when it goes down the hallway and just kind of like unnecessarily bounces and like flips over and over, it's like that's CGI.
It's a little bit slow mode.
Yeah.
It bounced. If I ever watch that movie again, I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to that.
Right. We'll get to the final verdicts once we're done. Oh yeah, and then what is with the fucking breath scanner?
That's one of the things I wrote down.
Really?
That was pretty goofy in my opinion.
Like, it was stupid, but I get it, and that's something that I see. Like in a script, that would be a parody of like the eye scanner or the fingerprint. It's like, but this is how we go up in technology. It's a breath scanner. You know what I mean? Like I can see that being a parody, and like
97 though, right? So
yeah.
What technology did we have in 97?
Well, what most serious things? What most serious things were showing were usually just like handprints, and I think Mission Impossible might have came out around this, where they had the eye scanners.
Yeah, the retinal scanner or whatever.
Yeah. So that's probably like more what a serious movie would have done, but or at least a serious script.
If they would have made it more so, like maybe you just blew in it,
or
whatever.
But no,
but this is like you're gonna smell what I just finished eating,
right?
Like,
and I love how it doesn't. It doesn't even work. That's the other thing. Like at first, it's like input again, and it's like, so this technology doesn't even work really. But yet it's on a military space like science vessel.
Talk about
this is
germ central. That one,
right? Exactly. Like I guess this universe never got COVID.
So don't
or
touch
sick.
That.
Yeah, right. No, exactly. Because he still presses a button to do it. So it's like, why? He kind of like presses the button and then breathes into it, and you're like, why for any of that? So that was one of those things that now that I've rewatched it and I've heard about how Joss Whedon wanted it to be like a parody, like it was like satire and making fun of this. I'm like that actually stands out to me.
That's could qualify, yeah.
Yeah, it almost took me out of it. Like even the first time I watched it, I was like, "What the hell is that?" That was it's so nice to write notes, so I'm not just jumping to everything.
Half the time it's my fault because I fucking get you scattered on something.
Oh, I like it though. I like it though, because then I have to work off my I actually have to work off my brain. Oh yeah, and then father. I don't know if
Oh,
you
I
I
wrote
don't,
that down
I don't
too.
know. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that about it, that it's father instead of mother.
But they're
That's
not
the final.
they're not whaling Utani though.
No, so did they create this technology and you guys just? But like this, or maybe they got bought up by the military and
So,
they wanted it to sound more badass instead of mother. They're like, no, it's father now.
father.
You know, right? Yeah, I do like that. Father's not here, asshole.
Oh yeah,
Call the
Call,
other
yeah.
person in the team. We should be getting up close to see all those guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I really like the she's eating and just starts staring at the fork with the scientist and with Brad Dourif, and he goes, "Oh, here, fork, fuck." Again,
That's a
that
parody scene almost too.
right, like that. I really like now that I've heard that, I'm really starting to pick apart like how this could have been a really funny version of Alien, but if they didn't take it quite so Frenchly artistic and serious, and they kind of leaned into the comedy, I think it almost would have done better for me, at least.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was another one. Clone from the blood. Oh yeah, and that's when she learned that she was cloned from blood samples uh, that they got. But how did they get? I mean,
They say where they got them from.
it's from Fiore 131 or whatever. But
Yeah.
that's the planet from Alien 3.
Okay.
That's the prison planet.
Is
She
bleeding?
jumped into
Yeah,
she wasn't bleeding that much all over.
was she at all though? She must have been somewhere in that movie.
Yeah, but I guess maybe after she gets punched by that dude and whatever, like in the not fun gang scene.
Yeah.
Maybe there might have, but also like again, they're not Wayland Yutani. Did Wayland Yutani hold on to these blood samples for fucking 200 years and then they got it through buying Wayland Yutani? Like, I don't understand how they got this blood sample. She jumped into fucking lead. Again, that's something where they're just like, yeah, she's alive. Okay, fuck off. Like, just get over it. And they kind of keep waving that at you in this movie. Like, just get over it. She's alive. All right. Just get past all the science of it. Just get over it. She's alive. That's the movie. All right. Like, I honestly think some coked out producer was just sitting there reading Alien scripts and being like, oh, this one's awesome, and then didn't even understand like the satire of it. And he's like, I'm gonna get who should I get? Oh, I can't get anybody to oh yeah, because the budget of this was 70 million, less than half of Alien 3. Like, they did not give it a lot of money for the budget.
They gave
and
all
stuff.
the money to Ripley.
Yeah, literally like
the truckload.
Yeah, a literal truckload. But yeah, so I think he's like, oh well, we can't really afford anybody like James Cameron or any of these big guys. So what are we gonna do? Let's get some weird French guy. He'll do it. Fuck yeah! And that's how this.
I noticed Sigourney Weaver was co-producer.
Yes. So maybe. Well, I think. Oh, actually, I have a really funny thing about that. In her clause for this movie, no, it was for Alien 3, and I forgot to say it in that one. In the clause for Alien 3, why they never really did any reshoots for stuff with Ripley for like any other scene, and they just used different takes and stuff, was because if she had to shave her head bald again, it was going to cost them like $400,000 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I'm doing it once. We're filming it all with me shaved, and then that's it. I'm getting my hair back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was really funny. So maybe she just wanted to make sure. She's like, you're not fucking with me that much, all right? I'm keeping my hair. And also, she really didn't want to go to London. So she's like, I don't want to go over fucking seas anymore. Can we just not film it here? So that she was a big reason why the movie got filmed in California instead.
Why were they filming it in Europe in the first place?
Well, I guess
Just made sense commercially.
I think originally it did, and then due to like contracts with Teamsters and stuff like that, they had to kind of keep filming it there for like
Oh, yeah.
because kind of contracts like, with contractors where it's like or just like with actors, like if I come back for the sequel, you have to pay me more, but I have to be like damn near signed on for that sequel, and you have to double it. Or if there is a sequel, so I think there was some stuff like that. So they kept filming in the same studios
Oh, yeah.
for the first three, and then this one they're like, ah, fuck it, it's been long enough. I think the rights were kind of like almost about to lapse or something too. I'm not entirely sure of all that. I know most of it, but most of that kind of shit. But I never really figured out all the money and like and why in Europe.
Mhm.
Uh,
Well, probably just made sense originally. I mean,
yeah,
they used to make a lot of movies in Canada. I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe they still do.
Oh, they film all like Vancouver is pretty much any TV show you see. It's filmed in Vancouver. Like there's so like any like
Still?
still
Oh, yeah.
Vancouver is still a hot spot.
Oh, yeah.
Toronto too.
I know, like X-Files and stuff. They were
Yeah.
like, there's been lots of them that are made here, but
All the TV shows like Arrow and Flash and Supergirl. Supergirl was originally filmed in the States, but then when the company that did the other ones bought her, bought her like she's some like the actress is a commodity. No, they bought the rights for the show and they started filming and they moved it up to Canada. So and those were shows that were on for 15 like the whole universe that they created was like 15 years.
mm.
Yeah.
Well, even X-Files was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of years.
I think it was like 9, 10, something like that.
Yeah, quite a few.
And then there's more now because Netflix brought them back for like 2 seasons, and
Oh, yeah.
I think they're actually doing a reboot.
Morph
Yeah.
from Orc. Oh no, wrong one. Nanu.
Oh yeah. Now we get to meet our characters of the movie, the space pirates. Which I don't mind this crew. I mean they're ridiculous. I mean the wheelchair guy has some really funny fucking lines.
Yeah.
And but
weird
everybody
name too. Varese.
Yeah.
Varese.
Right? I saw that too, and I was like, oh, I thought they said like Reese or like Reyes. I could never get it when they said his name. I had to have subtitles on, and then I watched how it was written, and I was like, oh, that's a weird fucking name.
Uh-huh.
And everyone kind of doesn't give a shit about him. Like multiple, like especially Ron Perlman's character,
Yeah,
Johnner,
uh-huh.
Johnner,
Johnner.
or Joner. Yeah.
Joner, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like-
because like he's introduced, he just throws the knife, making monkey noises for some reason.
yeah. It's pretty funny, yeah. It's a pretty funny scene, that one.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing? Target practicing?" he just rolls out from underneath whatever he's working on. Like, oh, Johnner, what the hell?
Give me my knife back. King.
Yeah. Cole just walks over and snaps the knife.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's a little bit of a foreshadowing that she might, because it's Winona Ryder. She's not a big, strong-looking character, but that looked like a pretty heavy-duty knife to just walk over and snap.
Yeah, she wedged it inside. Yeah, she made it look easy, all right, yeah.
Right, and then he's all pissed off.
as somebody who's made knives in the past, they're not that easy to break.
I wouldn't think so. So that's kind of foreshadowing for us.
Not a knife like that, especially. Maybe
no.
Maybe if you got like some sort of thin chef's knife or something, that'd be a little easier.
I could see that maybe for sure, but no, that was a solid knife.
Yeah. But she's strong too,
right?
Or is she?
Well, yeah, I think so because of her. She's the robot.
Yeah, but do we? I don't know if we see a single scene where she uses any kind of super strength or anything.
No, I think that's it. It's pretty much like that kind of a scene that maybe she has just like a little bit of more strength than what she looks like she has.
That scene, yeah.
Yeah. And then the pirate Perlman's a dick.
Fun,
I love.
fun character though.
Oh,
Kind of
really,
enjoy
really,
him.
really fun character. He's one of my favorites. And as a kid, I was like, oh, okay, I like this guy. Like he was like, I latched on right away,
Mhm.
even though he's just a dick the whole movie,
What a waste of ammunition.
right?
Must be a chick thing.
Chick thing. One of his best lines throughout must be a chick thing.
What a waste of ammunition.
Yes, and then the pirates drop off all the bodies. Oh well, like you see that like there's people in cryo sleep in all these pods, and then the pirates drop it off with the military. And knowing aliens, you go, oh, I see what's happening. Like they kind of hint at it, and it's like, oh, these people aren't gonna wake up to a good life. And I like the scene with just with the general and the captain of the ship, mainly because I like that cool little booze effect. Because like, you want a drink, and he pulls out this like dehydrated little cube or something of booze, puts it in the drink, and hits the laser, and then it just melts. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah,
just as like a stupid little effect, I thought that was cool. I was like, and it always stood out to me.
It's like not a Tide Pod, but a whiskey pod.
Right, like a bouillon, kind of like a bouillon cube.
A bouillon cube, exactly. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and then the captain has one line that I was like, really? Did you have to say that? When they're talking, and the general is like, but there's that new person on your squad. What about her? And then the captain just goes, she is severely fuckable, isn't she? And you're like, what the shit? Like it just comes out of nowhere. And like you kind of get that he's a dirtbag, but like I don't know. There's something that was just unnecessary.
That
with
actor,
that.
I don't know his name.
He's been in a few things.
Well, he plays in the original Crow. He's like the main villain in The Crow.
And he is
pretty much the exact same character. Maybe a little darker in The Crow, but not.
Yeah, because it's The Crow.
Creepy though, and like good.
And the good Crow, the one good Crow movie, because the sequel sucked and the remake really sucked.
The first one was very good.
Was amazing. That's one of my favorite comic book, because that's originally based off like a graphic novel too. Yeah,
of course it is.
Right, like look,
everything is, isn't it? Fuck.
Seems right, like but this is before it was cool to do that. When people still tried to write their own things. Now they're like, how can I write somebody else's character? And that's pretty much what they do almost every time with everything. Goddamn everything.
Brandon Lee.
Right? Oh yeah, that was what a tragedy, Brandon Lee.
Unbelievable.
Right? Right. Well, that's what happens when all your stunt guys and everyone is just coked out of their minds the entire fucking movie production.
Yeah, if that's what was going on, then it's even more brutal.
Oh yeah. Oh, that it was an awful, like they were using like, I'm pretty sure they were using like people that aren't in like non-union workers too, like just like hired contractors to do a lot of this stuff, and they'd be like shooting guns out the back and fucking like ripping cocaine the whole shoot.
Oh, really?
And then it was filmed in that time when that's just what Hollywood was. What scene was I gonna leave you to think about? Oh yeah, so you get to see all the you get to see what happens with those people. They end up in the alien like egg chamber that they create. And what do you think about the alien egg design?
The little shop of horrors?
Yeah.
The creepy little flower thingy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of them. Not really. But
I think they're super, super creepy. And they've always had like a weirdly sexual design to them with all the lips and like too, everything's very thick lipped and like I don't know, and it's just so so visceral when you see them open up and it's just like layers upon layers pulling apart. I thought they went a little too far in this movie, showing all the details of the egg before it hatches. I just thought they could have left out a couple seconds. That's it. But yeah, I thought that was an insane scene to just be like, oh god, these are gross. These are grosser than ever. Oh yes, and then we cut to the basketball scene when all the pirates get to meet Ripley, and I'll be right back because I have to rip a little Tokski and remember exactly. Oh yeah, now I know what I want to talk about because this is a good scene, and I have later on, not super far. There's another scene that has to do in the basketball in the room after it all. That's super cool. That I like a little trivia fact that I learned. So, go ahead, talk about whatever you need for like a minute or two, or just stare at the camera and throw things. You can just make it look like you're throwing things at me.
No. Which side are you on? That side or that side?
That side. The second one. The second one.
That side? Okay.
Yes.
You're over there? Okay. That one or that one? Huh. You left me in charge. That's scary. I shouldn't be left in charge. I probably shouldn't be left in charge of my own channel, let alone somebody else's channel, because things can happen. Things can happen. Like, I don't know. I got this really cool shirt. Here. There we go. Those guys. There we go. There you go. Can you see that? Best Coast Distillers. Best before Monday. bestcoastdistillers.com. Use code MADMAN. You'll save 10%.
Oh, do you have a shirt now?
I've had a shirt for quite a while, yeah.
Oh, nice. You got the swag, too.
It's got the big label on the back and the little one on the front. I wish I had one that had something a little bigger on the front.
Yeah, fair enough. That would make it a little bit easier.
In case you're watching Best Coast Distillers. Different shirt there, buddy. Oh. I wasn't plugging any products on your show when you were away, really.
No, that's good. I like it. Get all the plugs you can. And maybe Best Coast Distillers will see it that it's on my channel too. And I like whiskey. I really like whiskey. So yes, the basketball scene.
Yeah.
This is where Ron Perlman gets a little too close to Ripley. I'm gonna probably call him Ron Perlman, but it's Joner.
Ron Perlman works for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who that is.
Exactly. He gets a little close to Ripley there. He gets a little up in her grill, and she takes it for a little bit, but then she does not. And I just give me the ball. Why did you give me the ball? Just bounces it between her legs behind her, and just nails him in the nuts. Like just. And then fucking Christy, who's also a cool character, who we got to see getting loaded up with 2 wrist-mounted handguns.
The guns, yeah.
Yeah, which I thought was a cool thing. I don't know how they got through how he got through with those ones. Maybe they were plastic, like when they did the metal scan. Maybe I'm not exactly sure how he got away with that one, but because he puts his arms up, so they go underneath. Yeah, I think he's like the one that like puts his arms up when they do it. I'm not sure if they even show him.
I'd have to watch that again. Yeah, I don't remember him being shown going through, but that doesn't mean he didn't. Yeah.
Now that I think about it. Oh, maybe he went down to the loading docks right away and did the loaded in. No, I think he was the. I can't remember if they show him. To be honest,
they got a few weapons through there.
Yeah. In the scene coming up soon, you get to see how they all smuggled a couple weapons in, and it's pretty cool actually. I really like the wheelchair guy, but then Christy in the after fucking Ripley nails this guy in the balls, He goes and grabs a fucking a barbell with like I don't know, like 200 pounds on it or something,
Mhm.
and smacks her in the face with it, and she just looks at him, like just stone cold, just kind of looks at, like
That's when we
turns
see
back
the
and
acid blood for the first
yeah,
time. Mhm.
that's when her acid blood flicks out, and you don't quite see it burning yet, but you see it hit the ground,
Mhm.
and then yeah, and then he keeps he swings again, misses, and then she pretty much is just lays him out with the basketball. That's what it is. She gets the basketball. Oh, the other chick throws the chick. I forget her name. Angla. No, I can't remember her name. The other
Like
chick of the Pirates.
Hilliard or something.
Yeah, another weird name.
Yeah.
But yeah, she throws the ball at Ripley and she catches it with a cool, just looking effect, just like how she just catches the ball like that, just
Yeah.
in dead motion.
Yeah.
And Ripley's big. I don't know if they just film it like this, but Sigourney Weaver looks like Amazonian. Like she looks pretty big compared to like all these other people. And you know, there's like some filming techniques
It's
because
pretty buff too.
yeah, yeah,
More buff. She's
absolutely.
a little
And
more buffer.
yeah, I guess again, I got to stop saying Ripley. I'm gonna keep saying I have to remember number eight, because it's not Ripley, but it is, but it's not.
Mhm. But it's
And
not.
then
Yeah. Number 8.
then the doctor comes in and busts it all up, like, you're done having your fun, time to go away. And the shot when she's walking away and she throws the basketball behind her,
Oh yeah.
not CGI. She actually did that.
Yeah.
It took her 20 takes to do it,
Is that
or something like that.
I was wondering.
Yeah,
As soon as you said that, I was curious how many takes.
yeah. But and it was on like the last one where the director's like, all right, if you don't do this, we're just gonna have somebody have the ball cut off and then drop it in.
Oh
And
yeah.
she's like, oh, fine, and then poof, throws it and nailed it. And I was like, that's pretty cool. But they
Yeah.
did. They could have CGI'd it. They could have not wasted like an hour or two filming it over and over and over again. But
Yeah. I
but
wonder how
it's one
long.
of the
That'd be curious.
right. How long it would take to like reset the whole thing? Probably not
Like
that much. It was
how long it took them to record that whole like was that a one day? Did it take them a whole day to do that?
probably that whole fight there. I would think so.
Yeah. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool little shot of the action, kind of like a little showing of like that. It's a little bit more actiony. It's a little bit more like, I don't know, with fist fighting and stuff like that. Not much of the stuff that you saw in any of the other Alien movies, really.
Mhm.
So it just kind of you start to get the feel, I find, at that scene, like, oh, this is really different. like the action's different, the tone of it's all different, and everybody's kind of a douchebag.
Yep, pretty much. Even Call,
Yeah, right.
sort of.
They all are.
Huh.
Oh yeah, and then it cuts them to them all just drinking there, sitting around, getting drunk, calling each other out. Call, Christy, and Ron Perlman's character. And what does it cut in between? There's something. Oh yeah, and then as they walk out, you see the with Ripley at the end of the basketball shot. She walks out, and you see the acid blood melting.
Oh,
That's what
right.
gives it away. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then then it cuts between them drinking for a couple scenes, like a scene, and then it goes to show you that the alien, the new aliens are like the warriors are born, and they're almost full size. And this is when the doctor, my favorite doctor in this movie, he was just so fucking weird, gets really weird with the alien. When Brad Dourif, when he starts making out with the screen, with the glass, he gets the alien right close to it. It's mimicking it, and then just starts kissing the screen. And I don't. That shot is so bizarre.
It is bizarre, yeah.
And it lingers. Like they linger. It's not like a quick thing. Like they linger on it for like a few seconds.
It's lingering in my brain.
Like it's one of those shots that I don't think I'll ever forget.
Exactly.
And Like when you say Alien Resurrections, that resurrection. That's one of the scenes immediately that goes in my brain.
Uh-huh.
Is a dude making out with the screen, like a piece of glass with an alien on the other side.
Uh-huh.
But they also do this scene so you can see how the alien learns about the button, the
Mhm.
freeze button. It doesn't like the freeze button. It doesn't like getting hit by that.
It's a fast learner.
Yeah. It's one of the fast learners.
As soon as he
And
sticks his hand out there, that's a queen.
yeah,
That one. That's a queen.
right.
That's a queen alien that they're trying to train, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or maybe they already had one. I think the one they pulled from Ripley was the queen, because in Alien 3 they knew that she knew that she had a queen.
Mhm.
So I think the one that they pulled from her. I think this is just like the badass drone, like the badass warrior. Because I think this is the same one that comes up with the idea later on how to escape. Because they cut through, which is I think that's a cool escape method.
Mhm.
But yeah, then it cuts back to them all drinking, and Cole is trying to pick up her glass with boxing gloves, just and drops it, and then Johnny gets all fucking pissed off and go take a walk or something. Go walk outside, like just a ridiculous. And then she throws her glove and it knocks out Johnner's glass, and out of just pure spite, he looks at Christie's and slaps it out of his hand. That shit's not easy to come by. And then so just to make Christie be pissed off too, he goes, "Well, what the fuck?" And I think that's just like a quick little cut that they do, the way he just like slaps it out of his hand, and I'm like, you know what? That's pretty funny. Like that's just a drunken asshole move. Like this character definitely is. Back to drunk. Oh yeah, and then it cuts back to and then Cole leaves, and then she goes to try to find Ripley or the alien, because we find out that we kind of find out that she knows something. She knows something more, and that this government thing isn't all good. Like it's very cloak and dagger. Something's wrong with this setup that they have. So they go. They call her a terrorist. And they take, and then they all get taken in.
She's got the spray to get through the door.
Yeah, she's got. Yeah, that's the other thing. She's got the mouth spray.
The mouth spray. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
She
which
just
again
douses that thing.
Right.
It's like soaking wet.
You see it like just falling off of it, and it's like well, why? Why is everything so drippy? And then again, it doesn't work.
We got to watch it 3 times.
Yeah. For some goddamn reason, they linger on that too. They're like, way too much. Perez. And then and then she gets in there and she threatens to kill Ripley, and Ripley's like, "Oh, why did you think I'd let you do that?" And then like takes Cole's knife and just shoves it through her hand and just stares at it, and then you see the knife melting. And and then Cole's like, "Oh fuck!" Well, I she decides to leave, and then as soon as she leaves, she gets captured and called a terrorist. And then they all get put into they're pretty much all getting brought into that room to get murdered. Like she brings Cole into the mess hall, and everyone else, even he goes, "Where the hell's the wheelchair? Like, where's the wheeled one?" And they're like, "Ah, fuck it." And so pretty much the doctor and the government are gonna just murder all these people for seeing too much, and that they brought a terrorist in. What did you think about this action scene? This little bit of where they all like pull out their guns, and we get to see Ron Perlman's hidden gun.
That's when Charlie finally uses his wrist guns.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good fight scene. As far as fight scenes go, I enjoyed it.
I thought the ricochet scene, as stupid as it was kind of funny.
I did write that down. Yeah, I thought the ricochet was a little much, but
I do like just to kiss my ass and then fires it. Just like you said, they really throw in the one-liners into this movie, over the top.
There's a few. I didn't write them all down. I should have, but
Yeah, but that was one that stood out to me. Just kiss my ass, and then just fucking bounces the bullets.
Oh.
And I love that that Johnner's his drink mug was actually like this fucking shotgun. Like he just blows that dude like just like damn near blows a hole in his chest or in his stomach.
Yeah, a big ass bullet, that one.
Yeah, I think probably just a one shot gun. It looked like to me though, the way it blew that can open.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we cut to so they all survive, and they kidnap the other doctor and one soldier. They end up just kind of kidnapping a soldier and the doctor. After all the crew of the Betty survive, and then is this when they cut to? Alien about the button, foreshadowing back, get drunk, alien spark, really creepy. Ricochet. Sorry, just going through my ridiculous notes. Oh yes, this is when they go to the alien escape, where I think is pretty cool that the one alien just decides to just melt, just kill one of them because they know that the blood's acidic, so they just murder one of them. And you know the one guy's like, fuck this, we're killing Tony. And Tony's just sitting there, he's the lazy one. Just,
that's right, yeah.
Whatever. And then the two just look at each other and they go, yeah. And they just fucking attack this one. And just, and it's like,
how was the decision made there?
Right? Just the one goes, yeah, fuck this guy.
Was he annoying sometimes? Like, why did
right?
they pick him?
Right? Did he fart all the time in that small little room? And they're like, God damn it, Tony.
Was he a bully?
Right? Exactly.
But anyways, good scene though, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
smart.
Yeah,
shows you how smart they are.
Exactly, and then it's true.
Stupid. These are smart
right?
aliens.
Well, they're smarter than humans because for some fucking reason, the doctor Brad Dourif goes in there before calling like any of the soldiers that are on this goddamn space vessel to go and look in there. He goes and walks in himself and puts his head down the hole like, I wonder what's... And then he gets grabbed and pulled down. But he doesn't die. He comes back. But yeah, it's another one that makes me go like, what the hell? Like you just see how smart these aliens are. And then the scientist is like, oh, but I have to see what happened.
Does he come back?
No. Yeah, at the very end, in the Queen chamber. He's the one talking to Ripley.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one he goes even crazier. Somehow he ends up crazier while he's down there. And so they escape, and then alarms start going off all over the place. I'm pretty sure. Gets pulled down, alarms go off. Yeah, and then alarms are going off. Everything's like realizing something bad is happening. We see soldiers running to evacuate and jumping into the ship, and one or maybe two groups of soldiers get out of there safely.
Yeah,
which is like
I think two did.
I think two.
They showed two pods that escaped clean. I think.
Yeah, and then the third one not so much.
Or you assume they assume they're clean. They don't show you if they're clean or not. But,
No, but they also don't blow them the fuck up. Because they definitely do the third one. Then it cuts back to a soldier finally going and checking out the hole where the aliens escaped. And this is where you get to see that the alien really learned what that red button does.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Slaps the red button and freezes the soldier in a horrifying looking death. I mean, it's a little cheesy just because of the idea of just getting frozen alive by like fucking dry ice like that or whatever. Like just
it was pretty good
visual.
Though. Yeah. The effects were pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, when he pops his arm off and you just see like chunks and his face is like just freezing off and like flaking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought it looked pretty good. I didn't think it looked cheesy.
No, but this comes up to one, and it's just a quick shot of the alien that I think looks a little cheesy. And it's where you get to see that the one alien was watching all the soldiers going into the thing, and then you see it crawling up the side of the ship and then crawling in. I thought that CGI just didn't really match the rest of the like something about it just did like the lighting was off or something, but it just looked a little cheesy in my aspect.
Totally did.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I wrote that down. There was one other spot too in this movie that, for the exact same reason, did that.
When they don't do like a close up kind of shot on the alien where it's in prosthetics and they do like a couple CGI of them moving and it just it still doesn't look as good as it should. It looks better than Alien 3, I thought, but still they should have just kept using puppets for all of it. And and then this is where we learn about what's his damn name. Hey, it's John Cherie. This is where we learn about John Cherie's in the chat. Hey, buddy. This is where we learn about. Oh God, what is it? Oh yeah. Oh well, what's going on with Wheels? As I'm going to keep calling him. The guy in the wheelchair, Reese. But Wheels is better. Wheels works.
Wheels works. Yeah.
And earlier you see him stealing a bunch of ammo and ammunition. He's just like going to town stealing stuff out of the military's like armory, and then he's leaving and fucking this alien's coming up to him, and then I like how he has all the gun pieces stashed in his wheelchair, and he's just slowly pulling them all apart, and then puts it all together. I always thought that was a cool scene. It's like and when he went through the metal scanner, they go to do it. He goes, "What do you want to do? Check the chair," and then just rolls through. His character is definitely like for comedic value throughout all of it, and some of it works. Some of it is like a little too much, but I like his character for the most part.
Yeah, I did too. Nothing really. Then the alien comes up to him, and then you get to see some acid drop and fall onto his leg, and he doesn't notice it. That's right, yeah.
But then they kind of cut to where he's like smelling. He's like, and then looks down.
You
and
see they show the
smoke
or the smoke or whatever. Yeah.
And then he goes and touches it. Oh, what the fuck? And then some drops on his ear, and then he just unloads onto that fucking alien. You just see that shocker. Oh, you son of a slimy bitch! Get back here, you slimy bastard! I thought that's a cool scene, but they leave it kind of open ended. You don't know if he died, if he survives.
Yeah, I thought he died.
And right? Like you wouldn't think really that he would have much that he would be able.
They don't show him die, but I thought when I watched this movie, I thought he died.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the first time I watched it before knowing later on what happens, I was like, he's dead. He's in a wheelchair. He can't get away from this fucking thing. But I guess he shot it enough.
He's gonna get showered in acid, is what I thought. He was just
right. Me too. But he must have been able to back that chair up quick.
Turbo mode. He's got a quick escape button on his foot pedal or something.
Right? And then then this is where they cut back to the general with the last ship that's about to leave, and we see the alien crawl into it, and the general stands there and he pulls out a grenade, and he throws it down the hallway, and a weird CGI effect of it rolling, and then it rolls in, and they show the ship go off, and then boom. He blows it up, and you can see him almost like regret it, like as he's clicking it, like he's killing all, but they're all dead anyways. But then it cuts to his eyes, like he's saluting, and his eyes just kind of go a little wonky as you see the alien behind him, and then the guy who was standing next to him just go, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then you see the fucking head punch, and it's so visceral. Like there's so much guts and stuff in every mouth punch that they do in this movie. Like it's a gory movie too. I got to give the effects like that, those kind of effects, a big prop, because there are some scenes they should linger on a little bit longer, like some of the gory ones, because they were really good effects. But
that was a great scene there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and then the general goes and pulls out a piece of his brain, and then His eyes just go fucking super cross-eyed, and then collapses.
Uh,
And again, if it wasn't for that actor and the way that he did all of his facial like expression and all that, I don't think it would have worked with any other actor because he nailed it. The
well, he
because
turned that character into somebody you remember for sure,
oh, absolutely.
not just some known like fucking just some drone out there
Yeah.
that you don't even know is in the movie.
Right, like everybody from Prometheus, other than Charlize
Exactly.
Theron.
Even her, but she's
Right,
got one
like
thing going. She's got one thing going for her
right.
in that movie. That
It's not her acting.
exactly. Oh,
Yeah,
if that's how she
and
was supposed to act, she did a great job.
exactly. If she was supposed to be a robot, then she came off like one.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That movie almost feels like that's what they told the movie.
right. Exactly. Like be as bland as possible.
Tone it down.
No, absolutely.
But we're not talking about that.
No. You can go and check out on my archive mix in my playlist, my nerdy and chaotic, and you can see our take on Prometheus. Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You can watch it because I'm not watching it again. I'm not. You guys can watch the review because I'm not watching that movie again until I end up redoing things maybe at some point. I don't know. I don't want to watch that movie again for a long time. And this is where the captain dies so fucking stupidly. The captain of the Betty, when he sees one gun, like they're all walking away, and he cuts off from the rest of his group. He sees a gun. He already has two. He already has two fucking rifles around his his shoulders. He sees one gun and he goes,
two big guns.
yeah, and he goes and takes that one, and then he sees a handgun. And he's like, oh, I need that one too. and he like, why? You have 3 rifles on you. You don't need another gun. You don't even know what you're coming up against.
He wants ammo, I guess. He wants firepower.
Right? I think he should have at least just taken the clip.
It's kind of like playing with General Shrimp in Call of Duty a little. Like there's a crate. There's a crate. I got to go look at it. No
I have to get it.
Even if I'm loaded, stuffed full, I got to go.
Right?
Anyways.
Right? I love that. I love that. Yeah, so he goes for this handgun and picks it up, and you see that classic KY jelly that just oozing and goozing and just falling all over. And yeah, his dumbass, because he couldn't fucking not leave one gun aside, gets pulled into the grate, and again, just gets his inside fucking punched right out from the alien underneath.
That's a pretty gory scene, that one too.
Yeah. He's spitting up blood out of his mouth, and like chunks of his stomach are flying out. Like again, they do really well with that. And he dies, and then the rest of the group, they come and find him, and they go, "What the fuck did that?" Everyone's freaking out. What could have done this? As they pull his body out, and you see like a hole through him, and just like parts of his guts kind of hanging out, and then they drop his body back down. And then, boom, they get to meet this xenomorph. And this thing drops down. And you just see its foot at first. And this is the first time they ever really like lingered on a xenomorph's foot before, which was kind of cool. But then they cut to a CGI scene with it walking, like as they start running away. It cuts to a CGI scene of the alien walking past, and then turning around because the captain's body moves. It kind of wiggles, and this alien turns around, and the CGI on that just didn't really fit for me. And again, the lighting was off; it was just a little wonky. But then it goes back and kind of goes to like almost sniff at the body to see why the hell. And Ripley sticks the gun through the alien. Through the captain's body, and fucking murders the alien like through the gun hole, and then pushes him up, and pushes the body up through, and you just see her just like drop it, and again, doesn't the xenomorph blood melt through like things very quickly. Like in every other movie, we see the xenomorph blood. Definitely Romulus. It melts things pretty instantly. Like you would think that all of that would have just showered on her, even through, or like at least through that body by then. And I
guess maybe she had a little bit of body shield. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, right. Carl,
Because she did shoot. Yeah.
we might actually have to make this a part two-parter, because
problem.
and film the second half. I'm running out of battery,
Uh-oh.
and I can't charge it while I have the dongle on. So,
I hear you. I'm good. Yeah, whatever, man. Do what you need to do. I'll do
so
part 2. No problem.
let's do okay, awesome. We're gonna do part 2 tomorrow. Same time, same place,
Sounds good.
around 8 o'clock ish.
Yeah, I think it should be good. Yeah, as far as
Okay,
see you
perfect.
then.
Yeah, absolutely. I just looked. It was like very low battery. I'm like, oh, how's very low? It's like 1%.
Oh yeah, I can't see mine. I don't know.
It just pops up every now and then, and it's like, oh, very low. So it just gives me the warning.
I got mine turned around the other way,
Oh shit!
so that I don't have a mirrored in. Anyways. See you tomorrow.
Anybody that's watching right now, John Cherie and Crab, come and check us out tomorrow for part 2, Alien Resurrection. Because this movie, I guess I had more notes than I really expected to. But hey, it's always good to have a part 1 and part 2. Also check out my channel tomorrow, because I should be putting out the edited version of Alien 3. And now I can see me getting choppy, so I'm going to cut it out now. Thanks again, Carl. I love having you on here. Go check out Carl the Madman, and if you haven't, like and subscribe. All right. Always stay nerdy and keep chaotic. Woo!
Woo! Whoop whoop.